Star Wars cash front. Who's it good for? Who might like it? And who will hate it? Okay, I'm not going to even wait till the end of the video to tell you. I'm going to cut right to the chase. The people who will like this game are the people who like shit games. This game is complete trash. Okay, so I don't know what EA spent their time doing. You can obviously tell this is a rushed game just to like match it up with the release of Force Awakens because they want all the hype. But where is the time spent? There was more time spent making the DLCs for this game than the game itself, okay? The whole game feels like a hats off to Star Wars than an actual shooter, okay? It's a casual shooter. You can see there's a ton of modes here. It's a casual shooter, and there's really no skill required. Like, you aim like at the people, and you know, you just hope that you'll actually hit them. There's no accuracy with the guns and stuff. The stats are way off. Like, dude, man, this game is not made for shooters. People who like shooters, you will not like this game. This game is aimed at the people who have never played in a shooter in their life and like Star Wars, okay? So the game gets pretty boring after several hours, and these crazy amount of modes, there's 9 modes here, okay? And there's more being added with DLC. Don't make the game any more fun. Most of these are ripoffs of, there's practically like no new modes added. Like, most of these are just ripoffs from other shooter games, and they're just reskinning them for Star Wars. And pretty much, there's a few good ones here, but most of them are not really special. Like, we didn't need 9 modes. We needed like 3 good modes, not like 9 complete crap modes, okay? Now, there was no story mode. And that's going to bug a lot of you guys who are original Battlefront fans, because the 1 and 2 had pretty great story modes, and this has no story mode. And honestly, EA, like, where does your time go? Where does your time go? Now, the game, I gotta be honest, it immerses you very well, very, very well in the Star Wars universe. So you are gonna feel right at home, like you're gonna feel like you're actually in this universe with them. Very immersive. There's like great graphics, you know, very realistic. Except, you know, you kind of get reminded that it's like a cartoon, because, like, you know, it looks realistic, but it also looks fakely realistic, if that makes any sense. The sound effects are very accurate, and the music is just amazing. So there's a lot of the score from the original Star Wars films are in this game, so it's just amazing. Now, the thing that ruins that experience is all those fucking racist 12-year-olds in the chat. They're saying things like this. I quote right now. I quote you one thing that someone said, okay? Your mama is so black, when she turns to the dark side, the Sith became Jedis. What the fuck? Honestly, screw off. Like, what are these guys saying? Like, it's a Star Wars game. Why are you should be shooting people, not like talking trash about people, being completely racist. Jeez. Now, there's a huge lack of content, okay? Like, there is DLC. See all this DLC? There is DLC advertised on the main menu. What? Like, that is the biggest cash grab thing on the planet. Okay, there's 3 different things. There's cash grab, there's cash cow, and then there's, you know, a game that's essentially just a cash cow, but it's actually a decent game. This is a cash grab, okay? The other games were amazing. This game is complete trash, and everything is just DLC filled. You know, you just keep on paying money for this stuff, okay? It is ridiculous. Look at this stuff. Look at this stuff. 4 new maps, 4 new maps, 4 new maps, 8 new maps. There's only 4 maps in the game. The DLC alone, the first map, already doubles it. Then you triple it, okay? Quadruple it. Now, it's insane. There's more DLC, there's more stuff in the DLC than the actual full game, okay? DLC could be okay if it's adding like 1 or 2 maps or something, but the fact that there's 4 maps and there's 12 20, what the fuck? 20 maps being added to the game through DLC is just insane. Insane. Okay? Now, check this out. They even have, look, see, this is just tied in so well with Force Awakens. Look, they have campaigns linking. They're adding mini campaigns, not full campaigns. Mini campaigns linked with the movies, okay? Okay. That's just stupid. Okay, so the fact that the game costs whatever $60 full price, the season pass. See, you can get all this stuff if you buy the season pass. You want to know how much the season pass costs? Do you want to know? You really don't want to know. It costs almost as much as the dang game. Okay, if you pay for the season pass and this shitty game, you are paying a total of $110. What the fuck, dude? That is unacceptable. Actually, from any company. Even I have never seen EA go to a this low that you're paying that much for a video game. I know that there's a lot of DLCs that you could pay more than $110, but dude, there is no game here. The DLC has more game in it than the actual base game. So you have to buy the DLC or the game is not worth playing. The game is still not worth playing even with the DLC because they're adding no new characters. And I'm going to get to the amount of characters that are in the game. That's just ridiculous, the amount. Okay, now, if I take that $110, okay, I wrote this down, okay? So, CSGO costs $17. Best competitive shooter out there. Tabletop, $22. Never buy another board game in your life, okay? And you don't need to even wait for your friends to become available to play. TF2, I'm just going to throw this in here, even though it's free. It shouldn't be on this list, but it's a great casual and fun shooter. So, if you want Battlefront because you want a casual and fun shooter, just get TF2. TF2 is a way better game, okay? And the powers and stuff, way better. Just get TF2, okay? Then Ark, $33. It's essentially the best multiplayer survival building game out there. Then Skyrim, $22. Best open world fantasy RPG. Then Gmod, $11. You get to build in a sandbox mode. You get to play Trouble at Terrorist Town, to DayZ, to Prop Hunt, to Roleplay. Or you can even make stop motion films. You've probably seen a ton of things that are made in Gmod, which you could just you can move a character a little bit, then just take a screenshot, make a stop motion film, great. And then you can get a $4 arcade action game that's like Osu. It's called Super Hexagon. That will it will actually make you develop a phobia for hexagons. And this game will show you more game over screens than Dark Souls 2. Definitely worth buying. Now, if you don't want to get that, you could always get V. It's the letter V 6 times, I think. It's essentially a platformer where jumping means reversing gravity, except it's actually a better game than Gravity Guy or whatever that thing is by Mini Clip. And the game is harder than Dark Souls, okay? And yes, it's by the same guy who made Super Hexagon, okay? Hexagon out of 10 will get mindfucked again, okay? That is just under $10. You either get one or the other, whichever one stupid game you want to get. It will make you hate indies, but those prices are rounded up. Those are in Canadian dollars, and they're even cheaper if you buy it on sale. CSGO is $8 Canadian on sale. Tabletop is less than 17. Ark is 21 on sale. Skyrim is $5, and Gmod is $4. You could buy hundreds. You could buy so many great games for the price of this complete and utter trash Battlefront, bringing you the worst in shooters since EA started making these games. Okay, so pretty much as I said, there should be more characters, more weapons, and more maps to play with. And the maps are just like planets. You get like 4 planets. Now there's only 3 heroes here. I got it here. There's only 3 heroes: Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Princess Leia. And there's 3 villains: Darth Vader, Emperor Palpatine, and Boba Fett. Okay, this guy's OP as hell. Okay, now you can see all the stuff that they do here. They have about like 3 weapons. 3 attacks. And if you compare that to Battlefront 2, they had 23 characters. 23, not the 6. Even the DLC doesn't add more characters. That is insane. And to tell you right now, the characters are unbalanced, okay? So, Luke and Darth Vader here, they're pretty much the offensive characters. They're the coolest and the funnest ones to use. They're like melee up-close people. Solo and Boba Fett here, they're pretty much the defensive ones. And, you know, honestly, just Boba Fett, that guy's a baller. But everybody uses Boba Fett because he has an OP jetpack and you can just shoot anyone from like up above. So it's like, game is broken, okay? And then Leia and Emperor are, look, they are counterparts. In what world did EA sit down and say, okay, DICE, we need to sit down and make the Emperor and Princess Leia be equivalents, okay? What? Why are they ever going to be equivalents? And you know what? Do you want to know what they do? You know what? Their genre, like their type of character, they are support characters. Look at this stuff here. Trooper Bane, Enhanced Squad Shield, Supply Drop, Chain Lightning, Force Dash, and Imperial Resources. These are the 2 weakest characters in the game, and they all support other people. See, this one does like a shield, and this one gives a supply drop. This one gives like resources for your other people on the Imperial side. Okay? And you think the lightning attack is good? It is so weak. So weak, okay? It is actually really sad right now. So they also have like so-called funny and entertaining dialogue. They're just like one-liners. And Games Radar like collectively put all of them here. So look, listen to this one. Looks like I shot first. Okay. You could say that as Greedo or Han Solo. Okay. These are actually so cheesy. I find your lack of skill disturbing. I find your lack of a game disturbing, DICE, okay? Can you not make a good game? Jeez. Look. That is why you fail. If you strike me down, I shall become saltier than you can possibly imagine. Search your feelings, you know to be awesome. You know me to be awesome. Look, that's no moon. Use the Force. That's not true. That's impossible. Look, these one-liners are so cheesily bad. Okay? They're not funny. They're not funny. Like, when I heard these dialogues, I was screaming like, turn it off, please. This game is making me stupid. Like, jeez. It is actually annoying. Now, if we take a look here, there's 11 weapons in the game. Now, I know the DLC, what is it? They add like 4 new, and then more new. They add a ton of weapons. Base game has a total of 11 weapons. I really don't understand why this is a game. Like, why is this a game? Now, to make things worse, the weapons you have are, you ready for this? You can see it on the screen here. They're cards. They are cards. You collect, and then you add to your loadout, okay? Then the cards come to life, and the cards are like, here, have this card. It will turn into our torpedo. Like this one right here. This torpedo right here. This isn't Yu-Gi-Oh, okay? Dice, does this game look like Yu-Gi-Oh to you? Do cards just magically appear to become like realistic things? This isn't Yu-Gi-Oh. What are you doing? And if you make a Yu-Gi-Oh game, I will actually just become the most raged kid on the planet, because I swear, if you screw up that series, I'm done with you. They will never make... Konami will never give them the rights, don't worry. There's only 4 maps, like I said, 4 planets, and the amount of maps that are being added... where is it? Here, right here, look. The 20 new maps that are being added is insane. Like, they should have included this in the base thing to begin with. There's not even space battles, okay? There's no space battles in this game. How is this a Star Wars game without the stars being involved? Okay, the series, the game is called Star Wars. It means you fight in the stars, in space. Except the game, you can't fight in space. You can't fight in space. What? This makes no sense on any level, okay? And you know the vehicles that they have, like all the Star Wars vehicles you can play as the Millennium Falcon and all those different things, but you know, they're pretty awesome, but they really don't do anything more to the combat. The combat doesn't get any better in the game. It doesn't become like all of a sudden just a great and better game because they have the vehicles. Yeah, it's really cool to fly around, but like the novelty wears off after a short time. You know, in general, if you take away the Star Wars theme, this game would actually be so bad. So bad, you have no clue. You have no clue, okay? This game is literally just a rush release because of Episode 7's upcoming release in December. I think it's Christmas Day or something. It's just a cash grab. It is literally just a cash grab. What I really wanted to see from this game, would have been that DICE, since DICE is so great in making graphics, right? They've proved it with this game. Like, they can't make a game if their life depended on it. They can't make a decent shooter if their life depended on it, okay? Battlefield 4, and Battlefront 3 have already proved this. What they should have done, taking their skills in graphics, they should have done an HD remake of Battlefront 2. Do you know how great that would be? I don't even care. Add as much DLC you want to that game. The base game is worth buying. Then we can buy the DLC later, okay? It doesn't matter. If they release an HD remake of Battlefront 2, EA would become the most popular game company on the planet, and we would actually like them for once. But you know, EA likes to be the most hated video game company on the planet. They actively want you to hate them. Like, honestly, guys, the Battlefront 2 online doesn't even work anymore. They shut it down in like May or March of 2014, and they shut it down for this piece of shit. This game is not worth buying, okay? If you want to buy it, that's okay, okay? You can buy it. It's a great game if you're into these type of games, ones that are gonna like milk you for all your money. But I really want to boycott these things. Like, it's really sad that we have an industry right now, a gaming industry, okay, that makes tons of money. These executives, this industry is so messed up. We have games where we're paying more for add-ons and getting more content in that add-ons than a base game, and we're paying more for that, okay? That's sad. And then we have companies like Konami where they're hiring people. They're hiring the presidents of their company. The executives don't even play video games, and they hire them. That's like hiring someone to like be a chef for like a restaurant without even trying out their own food. Like, what is happening to this industry? EA is just ruining this, and it's really sad to see this, okay? Sure, you can buy this game if you're into this type of stuff, where it's a casual game, and you know, This is good for people who are Star Wars fans and have never played a shooter before. Go ahead, buy it. It's a great game in that sense if you have never played a shooter before, because you will like this. You will definitely like this, okay? But I just don't want people to buy this for the one fact that they're being screwed over by being made to pay money for stuff that should have been in the original game, okay? Like, 5 reasons to play. Yes, it's immersive. Ground-based combat on a galactic scale. Yeah, they say ground-based because there is no space that's allowed, okay? That's stupid. You get to play as iconic Star Wars characters. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, but where's the 23 characters that I was allowed to play in Battlefront 2? Okay, like, do you see why I'm getting mad here? You didn't even add it in the DLC, okay? It's just save 10%. 10%, okay? 10%. Why would I want to save 10% if, like, this game is going to charge me $110? What? I save, like, $10? Like, that's nothing, okay? I'm literally, like, saving, like, $10. I'm really only paying, like, $100 for the DLC. With the DLC and the game included. That's way too much, okay? So, you know, I just think that you shouldn't buy this for the reason that they're trying to sell us a game that's not finished, that has no characters. That you should never have a shooter that has 6 characters, man. 6 characters. Yeah, sure, you have the clone trooper that you can like change as much as you want, but it's really sad to see that we don't have the 23 characters that were available in Battlefront 2. You know, you might like it. Who might like it, okay? No one. It's a terrible game, okay? Now, who's really gonna hate it? People who have played a shooter before and people who like good games, okay? Now, I don't want to crap on anyone who bought this game and likes it, or Star Wars fans who are gonna defend this game. You know, it's a great game if you haven't played a shooter before, okay? I've said that multiple times during this review. If you are into that stuff, buy it. Don't listen to my rants. This is just telling people to stay away from games that really are just trying to screw you over and really show no interest in, like, the consumer. Like, if a game actually showed interest in, like, keeping someone's business, like, they want you to come back and, like, just keep on buying stuff, they would give us well worth money. Okay, I just showed you tons of great games. I showed you games that you could buy at the same price, except the Super Hexagon and the V thing. You know, that's just if you want to hate your life. Okay, if you want to hate your life, go ahead, buy it. Please don't kill me, because you're gonna probably, like, try to after trying to play those games. But the amount of games that you could buy versus that's an unfinished, rushed DLC cash grab by EA, like, that makes it even worse. Like, not worth buying.